Welcome back to Culture and Code, where we talk about AI the way it actually shows up at work and not the way it's pitched. I'm your host, Rayfield Johnson Jr.
And I'm your co-host, Nina Arora Rowland. Today's episode is for everyone who said, "We're doing AI," and then realized the org chart didn't magically update itself.
Exactly. Today, we're going to be talking about AI operating models and, more importantly, how teams really change when AI moves from experiment to enterprise capability. I'm sure you'll all agree, but AI doesn't break because the model is wrong.
It breaks because no one knows who owns the decisions.
Exactly. Most organizations, they deploy AI into existing structures and then they hope for the best.
But AI introduces new questions. Who's accountable when AI is wrong? Who approves the changes? Who decides when humans override automation?
Yeah. Just to summarize, if the operating model itself doesn't answer those questions, then the technology becomes a liability instead of an accelerator.
One of the biggest misconceptions is that AI means new job titles. It actually means new responsibilities.
I agree. The new job titles is, well, there might be some new job titles, but it's not going to be everything just changes, right? Engineers, they don't disappear. They become system engineers and not just builders
Yeah, or designers,
or
right? So
designers.
analysts stop producing reports and start validating, contextualizing, and advising.
And in our everyday life of Microsoft-based environments, Copilot and agentic systems handle execution. The humans themselves handle judgment, the trade-offs, and the accountability.
Absolutely. AI ready teams aren't organized by hype, they're organized by decision flow.
So it's in your best interest to start seeing patterns themselves, right? Patterns like product-oriented teams instead of functional silos, embedded governance, governance with a big G, it's very important, not centralized gatekeeping, and then clear human in the loop escalation paths.
Exactly. And tools like Microsoft Fabric and Purview, among others, they support this. But the operating model defines how they're used. Without that clarity, AI adoption stalls at interesting demo.
Yep. And let's be honest, AI will change, has changed, will always change leadership before it changes the teams.
Leaders have to move from asking for outputs to asking for confidence, assumptions, and risk.
Yeah, I would say in our everyday life again, and who we're doing with who we're talking to from a client perspective, we're seeing that thought leadership shows up when leaders set principles before policies. They invest in the skills and not just the licenses, and they also design for trust and not speed alone.
Exactly. AI operating models succeed when leaders model how those decisions should be made with AI. I just wanted to take a quick moment to reflect. This last week, I had the pleasure of attending a retreat at Teaching Horse out in Pomona, California. And that was one of the things that we were learning with the horses, right? Is the leader who leads from the front is setting the direction. And until that direction is clear, there chaos ensues behind. So it's really, really important to ensure that there's a clear set path forward. Those decisions are set with clarity, and then everything else will fall in place, including the AI models and how they behave.
That's a really good example, Nina. I really like that. I would take it even a bit further and say that whoever is in front controlling the horse is in front and controlling how AI is actually developing. Anybody who's behind and not paying attention is liable to step into horse poop. It's a really good one, Nina. I
This
like
is
that.
so true.
Very good. I like it. All right,
Yep.
let's deviate from that and talk about our Marvel quote moment. This one is about maturity, so I'll let Nina take it.
Yes, it's from Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers says, "I don't need to prove anything to you."
Yep. That line is a peak AI operating model energy.
Exactly. Mature AI teams don't over-engineer to impress.
No, exactly. They don't chase hype. Instead, they design systems that quietly work with humans confidently in control.
Absolutely. Another thing that I've been using,
Oh, more horse
uh,
poop. Oh, I thought you were talking about horse poop. Go ahead. Keep going.
well, no, this was actually at the AI fair at Cal Poly in Pomona, and I was speaking to the audience. It was an audience of students and faculty. A lot of brain power in that room, and one of the things I was talking about was, we hear a lot about human in the loop. I was saying let's flip that to human in the lead.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Did you come up?
yeah.
You came up with that yourself, or
You know what? I think a lot of people are coming up with that at the same time. It's a lot of collective energy because I'm hearing different variations on that. But yeah, that one's it sat with me in the moment. So that's what I'm going to use from now on.
I like it. It's a good way of describing it the right way. It's not just
Yeah.
you're in a loop and just part of something that's happening. You need to be in the lead. I like that, Nina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I would say here's what teams actually experience when AI operating models are done right.
Yeah, there's less rework, clearer ownership, and better conversations.
Yeah, better conversation. I agree with that. The AI itself will reduce the noise, like that chaos moment you were saying earlier, right?
Mhm.
Still being able to be in the lead, but only if teams trust the system and their role within it.
Yep. And when teams don't understand how AI fits, they either over rely on it or they ignore it completely. And I'm also seeing this also with some members of our team and some of our clients' teams. We're seeing that difference in some just completely living by it and others they haven't quite gotten there yet.
It's hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I think you're pointing out the realness of it. It's not an easy process to change your operating model at all.
Yep.
The AI operating models aren't about control. They're about clarity, right?
Yep, and they're also a mouthful.
They are.
Yeah, you're right. They're about clarity. Exactly. Clarity of responsibility.
Yeah, an escalation and probably even human judgment.
Absolutely. And getting that operating model right, and the technology, it'll finally deliver, right?
Completely
Once you
agree.
get that operating model right.
Once it's in place, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think this is all the time we have today on the AI Hour. No, I'm just joking. Culture and Code. Thanks for listening to Culture and Code.
And remember, if you have feedback, comments, or ideas for next episodes, please share with us using hashtag Culture and Code Podcast. See you next time.